I get into my first topic. Obviously, we all know what happened recently with the whole Will Smith, Chris Rock situation. But I'm seeing a lot of women on social media saying, "Now this is how you protect Black women." Now, obviously, we have this, narrative in our community about Black women not being protected. Yeah. So my question is, how can Black men protect Black women? Oh, I'm looking at that too. We got the eye contact.
Wow. Honestly, I think protecting Black women starts in the home because, the narrative is so vast and it's so widespread. It's kind of hard to kind of create a narrative for everybody.
Yeah.
But if you focus on creating protecting the Black woman in your home and the children that you make, especially if they're Black women, that's where you got to start. You can't save everybody, but the Black woman in your home is the most important thing.
100%.
Your mother, your sisters, your nieces, your aunts, your daughters, even your good girlfriends. You know what I mean? I think that's the most important thing.
What about the bad ones?
I said again?
The good girlfriends. What about the bad ones?
You got bad girlfriends. That's your
problem.
They out here.
Protecting Black women is not only just physical either. We're talking about, Will Smith, he physically did something in her honor. Let's quote unquote, okay? But we need to protect Black women figuratively, emotionally, literally, socially, economically. You know what I mean? It's like, because to me, protecting me means showing me that I'm stable, showing me that you're a foundation. You know what I mean? That's protecting me. Because if I don't feel safe in my own home, if I don't feel safe, like, just all around, not physically, because you could be big as hell, and I still don't feel safe. You ain't protecting me.
You walking with a nigga the big as hell, and you don't feel safe?
No. Just because he's big don't mean
you get knocked out.
They fall real hard.
The guns don't care how big you are. They going.
Yeah. Well, a big nigga, less likely to be tried, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yes, but what is it like at home? All right, because what is it like at home? Okay, on the street, outside, outside looking in, yeah, he's big, or yeah, he got this, so and nobody's trying him. But in the house, how does your woman feel?
You know what? I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm just interjecting, but that too. That's instilling a level of confidence in your wife, a level of confidence in your children. Just really speaking life into your family and the Black woman that's in your family. That's all the protection that they're going to need growing up. And when they're out in the world, they're going to feel protected by you in general because they know that came from you. You
exactly,
know what I mean?
100%. Yep. Like, I just don't think physically women need protecting. Like, because we're, even though I don't like to use the word strong. Like, I hate using, I'm a strong Black woman. I hate that. I'm a damsel in distress. I cannot do it. My arms are weak. I am weak. I am not a donkey. All right? I am not strong. I am a damsel in distress. So I need my man to make me feel like a damsel in distress. Like, don't worry, babe. I got you. And it's not physical. It's make me feel like I can. If I fall, I know you can pick me up. Yeah, that's how you protect.
It's more of like an emotional thing.
It's 100%. 100%.
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else? That's a tough act to follow. Anybody else?
I feel like she took all the points.
She took all the points.
It pretty much sums it up.
All right.
And I think what happened with Will is, for him, it was kind of like a breaking point. And I think for us, it's kind of like, yes, we got to win. Somebody like protecting Black women around here, because obviously, just in the social media world, that's something that we don't really feel. We don't really feel that Black women is being protected. If anything, we feel like we're always being humiliated, or like it's a game between us. And it's really not. And you constantly have to prove yourself. And, and obviously, me personally, obviously I wouldn't want them to slap them on national TV, probably in a back or something like that. But when it happened, it was like, yes.
So
you see, like, I didn't get that. I didn't get it. It was like, yes. I didn't get yes from somebody.
Walk up to one and slap them.
See, I think that what he did was right.
Yes.
No, I don't agree.
I don't agree. So we got the yeses.
So I want to hear why y'all. I want to hear yeses first. Like, why do you feel like that was the right thing to do?
Yeah,
I'm gonna speak it only for me. There's not a day and time. For example, if you're my man, there's not a day and time no woman is gonna feel able to try you. Period. With me, she's not gonna try you, because if she do, I'm gonna slap her.
And when you say try him, You mean
try you? I mean, that's try
Like
me, insult
or-
me, disrespect me, play with me in any type of way. There's a lot of hee ha ha jokes that are underlined that people go through, and we let those fly over our heads.
But you understand that when you're a celebrity, you sign up for that kind of thing.
I'm a person first. I'm a black woman first. I'm a black man first. And I think another black man should understand that in general.
Yeah.
But we gonna get to you.
The bag is already set. Will already has the bag. He's not an upcoming actor.
Right.
He's not an actor that's trying to get his foot in the door. He's not gonna lose any more bags. He's not gonna lose any more.
You definitely gonna lose some more bags.
No.
You definitely gonna lose some more bags.
Will is not gonna lose any more bags. And that's gonna show. You guys are gonna see that. He's not gonna lose any more.
You got anything to add?
I think when it comes down to celebrities, especially like Will, is that, we always expect someone to take the high road all the time. And like, when do you get to a breaking point? Because you never know what somebody is dealing with on like behind the scenes. You get what I'm saying? So me looking at him, like, that was a reaction that somebody just, it felt like they was just like, all right, I'm over it. You get what I'm saying?
So you don't. That's what I'm saying. When you're a celebrity, don't you feel like you signed up for that kind of thing?
What is the sign up? Right? Like,
what you mean?
You feel like you signing up. Where's the papers where you feel
in your bank account? In your bank account. What you mean?
Where's the papers that say that? Like, you have to be a.
You getting paid handsomely to live a certain role. Yeah. You feel me?
No. I'm
where
getting
does the
paid
boundaries
to
come
act.
from? Like, where does it come from? We always say that, like, you a celebrity, you a celebrity supposed to do that, but where does it come from?
Because if you don't stay in line, then you start to lose endorsements, movie roles, and all that kind of thing.
But how do you really know, though?
What you mean? People get canceled all the time.
Where's the real facts behind it, right? Like,
it's just
prime
a social
example,
thing.
right? Like, we had Cardi B and Nicki, they had their thing or whatever, but Cardi B is still like flourishing. You get what I'm saying?
But that's
like,
the image she started with. She
But
started with that bad girl image.
She came from a stripper. Like, what you want? And a tough girl. So that's her image. Will was a clean cut. You can't get him mad. Comedian, great actor. You know what I mean? Perfect. Like the perfect. Yeah.
He's basically like the Jason Derulo of the night.
So we expect for somebody to still continue to keep being this way. But
He's Jason
in your 50s?
Right. Yeah, but where's the papers that he's supposed to be a certain way?
Because that's the way it's always been, though, right? Every star.
That's the way it's always been.
That doesn't make it right.
But there's still doesn't make it
if
right.
you're a star, right? If you're a star of a movie, this person is like representing the whole movie. Like, so if someone says something about Vin Diesel, right? And he didn't like it, and he reacts to them. He puts the whole Fast and the Furious franchise
in jeopardy.
So you have to behave a certain way because you're representing
a brand.
So that's
I
how
don't
you
think
have
Will
to
is representing a certain brand other than himself at this point.
But he
just won an Oscar for the King Richard movie, which is representing Venus and Serena. Like,
I don't agree with. I didn't agree with what he did. Right. And I'm looking at it more of a macro than a micro. Meaning, like, I get the whole protect your woman, right? Even though she's been disrespecting him since the 90s. But
speak on it.
But we'll leave that there. I'm looking at it more from a macro point of view, right? Us as Black people, all right, I'm bringing it down. Us as Black people, we cannot do what maybe somebody else will get away with.
That's
right?
a fact.
Will Smith is a role model, no matter how you want to spin it. You know what I mean? He's always had that good boy image. Now he's a husband, a father. This is all. He doesn't even curse in his song. You know what I mean? He's not about that life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's like if Jay-Z was to go over to Chris Rock and slap him, I would believe it. I'll be like, okay, well, yeah, because if he disrespected Beyonce, I get it. You're Will Smith.
No, so he doesn't have a point to.
He does, but that's not. Point? Yes, but that's not you. This is what I'm saying. I don't feel. This is what I'm trying to say.
Know that?
This is the thing.
Okay. But this is
not me. It's in me.
No, but is it really? But listen, is it really in him? Because is it really?
It's in me because I did it.
This is what I'm trying to say. Is it really him? Because, right? Like I said, Jada been disrespecting him, and people been cracking jokes.
That has nothing to do with him reacting to her.
One at a time. Let her get her point on.
Jada has been, I don't know her and I don't know him, but I just know from what I see. People have been joking on them for God knows how long, right? Chris Rock has even said some worse things in the past. And on this night is when you decide to do that. I feel like Jada put a battery in his back. I don't feel like it was him. I feel like Jada was like, what you about to do? And on top of that, looking from, like I said, on the micro perspective, as a Black man, and you go on that stage and you hit another Black man in front of these white folks, we can't be acting up in front of them. Just a few. But listen, just a few years ago, we were saying how the Oscars is so white. right? Now we got a black producer. Now we got now we have
black right now.
Now we have Meg Thee Stallion performing, and on this day is when you decide to act up. Like, do it next year. Why you didn't do it last year? Like at this moment, he ruined the moment. Samuel L. Jackson won an Oscar, and nobody even talking about it. Why?
Questlove too.
Questlove too. Why? Because Will Smith ruined the moment.
Do I think it overshined other people's accolades?
It overshined his accolades.
It overshined his accolades. I don't think that's. I don't label that as that's Will. Like I said. Is it him? No. Is it in him? Yes. Just like if you act out, is that your character? No. But is that a part of you? Yeah. Can that be you? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Do we blame him for being a human at that point in time?
Absolutely.
No. You can't always take the high road.
So you don't feel like there's other ways he could have handled it that would still been protecting his queen?
Absolutely.
I would have. If it was me, if I was Will, I would have definitely slapped Chris Brown. Chris
Rock.
Breezy got nothing. Breezy minding his business. That was getting dragged and shit.
Let me just say that if that was Chris Brown on stage, that'd have went totally different.
I would have definitely slapped
Chris Rock.
Come on, girl.
All right.
Chris Rock.
I would have slapped him, but behind stage.
Yeah, right. And everybody would have heard about it.
You would have heard about it.
Absolutely, but you never seen it.
I would have checked him, but I wouldn't have been on stage.
It's like when Diddy smacked J. Cole. Like we heard about it, but
nobody.
Allegedly. I don't know.
What I don't understand is comedians have a job to do, right?
Okay.
Here we go.
They crack on everybody. Period. It doesn't matter who you are, but it's a joke. That's their job.
Okay.
So why are you reacting that way when you know that that's that person's job?
I just feel like he may have been upset about something else.
That's what I'm saying.
A combination of things, which is why he snapped on him.
Chris Rock did not deserve that. He did not deserve that.
It's a lot of people. Listen, I've worked in retail for a number of years in my life. Okay. I have been the end result of a lot of people coming from a lot of things that they've been dealing with outside of coming into my location and dealing with me at that time. Okay. Did I deserve it? No. Did you give it to me? Yeah.
Right, so was it okay for them to do that to you though?
It wasn't okay, did I take it?
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Did you slap any of them?
No.
You know why?
I didn't.
You know why?
Because you know how to control yourself.
Wait. You know why?
What?
I don't want to lose your job.
Yeah. But I'm not a $20 million movie per person.
Listen. They pay you to act accordingly. They pay Will Smith to act accordingly.
But he was at work.
Per person.
That was his job, right?
At that point in time,
he was clocked in.
That's and you know, I think that separates the line of people that feels a certain way of how they want to be treated as far as creating boundaries.
Absolutely.
That's what we're not talking about when it comes to comedians,
at all.
Right? Just because you're a comedian, does that mean you talk about my wife's infidelity or my infidelity?
Yes. The purpose of a comedian is to push the boundaries of comedy. Like,
so do I have not the right to feel a certain way?
Of course.
But you don't got the right to act a certain way.
You don't have the right to put your hands on nobody.
Every action requires the reaction to certain people. So when you put that type of energy out there, you don't know what type of reaction you're going to get, and that's just that.
Right.
Everybody is not going to go high. Some people go high, some people go low.
Yeah, but you expect that type of reaction from
some people go low,
regular people in the crowd. Like you
don't know who Will Smith is. You don't know
that reaction from nobody.
I don't think
you're a comedian.
You don't know him.
Hold on.
I don't think it's just like we said before. I don't think it's just that night. I'm pretty sure they've had a conversation before because when they weren't invited to the Oscars a few years ago, Chris Rock was coming at them.
They boycotted.
Yeah, like you weren't even invited. How you gonna come? Right? So I'm pretty sure they've crossed paths, and he's like, "Listen, stop talking about my wife." He came on the show again and talked about his wife. I think it was like allegedly, right? So it's like we spoke about this before, and now you're still talking about my wife. So it's a trigger for him. I don't think it was the right way to take it, but it's a definite trigger. Like, yo, I checked you before, allegedly, and
in front of everybody, absolutely.
And now
but in the back,